Okay, Karl, thanks for speaking to us.
No problem.
Strange game.
Yeah, it was always going to, over the past few weeks really, there's been occasions like today where there's teams that we should have beaten and have not, so it was important today. Firstly that we secured the 3 points and then the performance really was secondary, but I thought in the first half we controlled it, scored some good goals, and then second half, after the first minute or so, and we've conceded a sloppy goal. I thought we controlled the second half, and on another day we'd have scored more, but like I say, happy with the 3 points. Good to see some of the new players getting a run out, which was nice, and I thought everybody acquitted themselves well, so keeps adding to my headaches, but they're the good headaches that I want.
It does seem to be a problem, doesn't it, getting a full 90 minutes in from the team. We can do first or second half. We're struggling with the whole game, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I cannot put my finger on that. It's something that we're looking into in respect of, is it our training, fitness-wise and stuff like that. And people have noticed that we've started to come out early for second halves and do some fast footwork and try and get the boys into the game beforehand. And I think it's worked. I mean, today, there's been a ball into the box and it's been an individual error at the end of the day where they've capitalised on. But other than that, they haven't. I don't think Spider's really had a save to make, and their lad at the other end's had quite a few saves, and we've had a couple of near misses as well. So on another day, that could have been a real leathering for Eastwood, and we can look too deeply into things. At the end of the day, we needed 3 points, and we're happy to get that.
In terms of Matthew Carr at centre back with Adam Jones, it's difficult to assess, isn't it, on a day like today?
It is. How
well they played, but I guess that's important to you because we haven't had a clean sheet since early September, so that's obviously something that you're looking at.
Yeah, we're looking to shore up at the back and add some competition for places more than anything. And I think we've done that with bringing Matthew in, and we possibly could be with somebody else coming in. Before next week. So
is that as a defender or?
Yeah.
Okay.
In there, and it'll free some of our other players who can possibly play more than the one position to go in and just adds for the competition for places, because I think we've been possibly a little bit light on bodies with a couple of lads leaving, and I've been mindful that we want to bring lads in because we did secure most of the players at the end of last season, and what you find is that there's good players still out there who don't get fixed up with clubs for whatever reason and get released from clubs in a higher level, and they're dotted about there ready to be picked up, and we've seen that with young Greg Daniels today and Tom Fisher.
Well today,
he's for a 19-year-old lad, he shows a lot of maturity. So, so they're real positives, and the longer that they spend with us, and get into the way that we do things, and get to know the players better, the better they'll be as players.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, for the last 3 games we've got 2 wins and a draw. One of them away at the league leaders, and Ashton, where we never get anything. We won that. So all in all, in the league, actually, we're doing pretty well.
And I think people have been on a downer for some reason.
Yeah.
We nearly made the first round of the FA Cup and lost to a Hereford side who've gone on to beat Street.
Yes, that's right.
We all know the performance in the FA Trophy wasn't acceptable, and we're doing things to put that right. But in the league, we're not bad. We're pretty healthy. We've dropped some points, but so is everybody else. And we know what it takes to put on a decent run at any stage of the season, and hopefully we can. That'll be.
This is where we start our decent run, isn't it?
I hope so.
Every year.
I hope so.
Kyle and Carlos came on today.
Yeah.
What's the situation with those two?
Carlos had a fitness test before the game, and he was fine. So obviously he's been out for 3-4 weeks. It'll take a little bit of time to get embedded back in. And Kyle was. He had a tight hamstring after Wednesday night, so it was a bit of a precaution leaving him, putting him on the bench. But it also gave us a chance to introduce Matty Carr into the team, and Dean Stott who we know can play at right back, at centre back, or in holding midfielders. Did what Dino's good at.
He's been such an important player, Kyle, hasn't he, for us this season? So consistent week in, week out.
Yeah, but you know, I'd say that there's not been many where they've not set it on fire, but you know, they've been pretty consistent. It's just been the odd times where if they have had a bad game, it's they've all done it together, and it's been pretty atrocious, to be honest. So normally, as you know, normally if one person has a bad game, the other 10 rally round, and you end up coming away with results. But it's been 10 people having a bad game, and one probably shining. So you know, that's something we'll look to put right within our training, and also. It's just you can't put your finger on it. I speak to lots of people about it psychologically and stuff like that, where we might get help, and it's just a very difficult one to put your finger on without changing all the personnel down.
I mean, you talk about the squad, Karl, and we've got obviously we've got games in hand, so that means we've got games coming thick and fast over the next few weeks. So that's obviously that's right. So how do you assess the sort of squad at the moment and their readiness to step up? Really, I think
it's healthy. I think if you look, lads who aren't even on the bench today, with the likes of Scott Cheatham, who's done really well, Scott, this year, Phil McGrath, who's had a couple of games and shown real promise. You know, they weren't even on the bench today. Jerome Wright as well, obviously, with his suspension. So it shows that we've got plenty going forward, and like I say, we're looking to make sure that we've got enough cover at the back and in midfield for the days when we need maybe go to Rushall or somewhere like that, and we know it's going to be a real tough.
You know what you're going to get, don't you? Yeah. And to be fair, the league is quite open this year, isn't it? I mean, anybody steps up and puts a few games together, they stand a real good shout of winning this, don't they? Yeah,
it is. It's open, but like I said at the start of the season, it's possibly one of the most competitive that we've been involved in. All right, you haven't got a Halifax or a Chester who, pretty much everybody knew we were going to run away with it, but we've got, and including ourselves, 5 or 6 teams who could put a run together and take it away from everybody else. So, you know, we've got to make sure that we do our jobs, and that consistency is going to be key for the rest of the season.
But today, good job done. Onwards and upwards, really.
Yeah. Just nice 4-1, and like I say, it could have been a bit of a ground skin, but I thought we dealt with it really well in the first half.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Karl.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.